Did they always have tonberries here for the Easter event, Hatching Tide? Or did they add those last year? Because last year they gave us the tonberry outfit. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. Go ahead and head on over here to the weird hat egg lady and get started. The Princess and the Eggs. Jill Aliapoh is looking for someone to make a dream come true. Welcome, my friend. Oh, I have it on for... Oh, brilliant. Is that really you? I had hoped I might see you again, but I did not dare assume. Nonetheless, it warms my heart that you are eager to revel in Hatching Tide once more. This year, it was again a dream that sparkled my imagination. A dream of a gobule, however the heck you say these things. Massive and marvelous, standing upon the stage, where else but in ul'dah, so many moms away. Wreathed in radiant flowers of pink, the darling Gobu, I'm gonna call it a Gubu, held in her hands an egg decorated most lavishly. And there is but one time of year when the sandy brown of that city is accented in peach blossoms in full bloom. Yes, I speak of Little Ladies' Day. The message of Mistress Aliapoh's dream was clear. Combined the spirit of Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day to create the most exciting day that Julva City has seen. Naturally, we sought out those in charge of the event and brought our proposal before them. That's why I recognize this guy. 'Tis a pleasure as always, Brillian. I see ours is not the only celebration which can boast of your selfless assistance. Mistress Aliapoh's proposal was quite unprecedented, and so confident was she in her vision that she had already secured the services of a performer and his Gubu companion before meeting us. I regret to say not all in ul'dah share her conviction. Many doubt the safety of such an act, which has brought our plans for Little Ladies' Day to a standstill. The trepidation is not without cause, mind you. Some 15 years ago, a supposedly tame Gobule ran amok in the cities, causing untold harm. I didn't realize they put actual MSQ 1.0 MSQ lore in here. I believe that was the Gobule that ended up killing Minfilia's parents during the parade, some parade. Unless they're speaking of something else completely. When the Sensual informed us of these circumstances, I got to thinking. We could hold a Hatching Tide event here in Gridania, Gubus as the main attraction. Not only would this lift spirits of the Gridanians people, but it would prove to those in ul'dah that the Gubus pose no danger. Surely that would put any doubts to rest. In fact, the performers have already arrived. Nanata and I were treated to a display of their show, and I must say, never have I seen a Gubu so pretty and sweet. And usually they want to try and eat you. Out of all the paths forward we could have taken, this seemed to be the only one which might please all parties. I came to Gridania at once so I could act as a witness for my peers in ul'dah. Since you're here, might you accompany me to the show? Someone well-versed in this realm's beastkin, as you may be singularly qualified to tell us just how docile this Gobu is. I mean, I guess so. I expect quite a few eggs for my troubles. Well, I'd hate to see Miss Aliapoh's dream shattered. Oh yeah, definitely not. As would I. I'm certain there is nothing to fear. Having a stout arm by my side will be most reassuring. Well then, all is settled. The show of a lifetime awaits at Bent Branch Meadows. You had best not tarry. Okay. Agreed. Let us make our way there and speak with Aldemund, the performer in charge. Oh, I can hardly wait. I believe Bent Branch Meadows is North Shroud. No, that's south, isn't it? Oh, we'll see in a second. The adorable Gobu is even now delivering ecstatic cheer to all in Bent Branch Meadows. Go there and speak with Aldemund. I'm sure he shall be most eager to treat you to their show. I went to visit the Gobu along with Mistress Aliapoh. I must say, I never realized just how adorable they can be. Right. Nope, let's head on over to Bent Branch Meadows. That is in Central Shroud. Okay, I'll just teleport outside. And we'll just teleport over to the Aetheryte. If I just keep on guessing different Shroud locations, I'll get the right one eventually. Oh, right. There he is. And the pink Gobu. I don't believe I've been this close to one before. Grr? Oh, I didn't see you there. Can we help you? Greetings, I am the Royal Essential, in charge of making Little Ladies' Day most memorable for all ladies of the realm. Mistress Aliapoh has informed us that you have quite the show prepared for us. Ah, we've been waiting for you. You'll be hard-pressed to pick your jaw up off the floor after you've seen what my Peasty has in store for you. I've been watching over her since the day I found her wandering the wilderness, all by her lonesome. We spent ages looking for her family, but now I suppose we're all each other has. Petey, a lovely name, to be sure. And those flowers, are they peach blossoms? I dare say she is the very picture of Little Ladies' Day princess. Aha, I'm glad to hear that, and I know Petey is too. She's thought of little else since the moment Miss Aliapoh came to us with her peculiar request. There's nothing in this world we love more than hearing an audience cheer, and I think this time we'll earn it and then some. We'll call this one Egg Surprise. Go on, Petey. Interesting. That was astounding. Impressive, ain't it? And all it took was a few glamour prisms. Of course, that wasn't where the genius was required. That wasn't where... Okay. It took us days and nights of racking our brains to figure out how to capture the spirits of two celebrations. In the end, though, I think we did about as good a job as we could have been expected. Now here comes the rub. Ever since we arrived in Gridania, Petey's been a little on edge. Hate to see her like this, but I think I figured out what is causing it. As you just saw, she got no problem performing in front of an audience of two. But when a whole gaggle of revelers showed up not too long ago, she just froze up. It's literally getting stage fright. Okay, that's not where I expected this to go. I see. She must not be used to such large crowds. Luckily, I managed to save the show by climbing atop her head. That set her mind at ease and helped her find her courage. But I ain't as young as I used to be, and my knees are already crying out in protest at the prospect of climbing her again. But you, on the other hand, I reckon you've got plenty of moms left in those adventurous legs of yours. Might I trouble you to join our merry troop and support Petey during her star turn? I guess. All you have to do is climb atop her head toward the crowds, show them our act, and tell the spectators to come to me for an egg of their own. Still plenty to go around. I mean, the reward is getting Petey as a mount. So, like, it kind of makes sense that we gotta climb on her head. Grr, grr. Petey's eager to get her show on the road. Speak to Aldemund to ride her. If Petey's act is such a hit in Gridania, it would do much to allay concerns of my ul'dah compatriots. Best of luck, Brillian. Okay, like to Aldemund. Trust me, Petey, I love having you aboard. Now is our chance to get these eggs into the hands of eager Gridanians. She's too timid to wander off on her own, so if something else demands your attention, she'll make her way back to me. Now get out there and give Gridania an egg surprise. Sure. Hello, enthused man. Have an egg. What did I just see? Ah, this must be that performing Gobu I heard so much about. Good show, good show. I think I'll get an egg of my own to remember this by. Just chilling on the top there. Pretty funny. Hello, curious lass. I don't see any eggs. Is this the right place? Perform egg surprise. Surprise, little children. Wait, that doesn't sound good. That was amazing. The rabbits were so adorable. And that crown of peach blossoms is so pretty. I wonder if they can give them out with the eggs. Let's go find out. Alright, one more to go. Who are we scaring this? I mean, surprising this time. The Chocobo Keep? Oh my stars! What manner of... Oh, you're promoting Hatching Tide? Yes, I knew that, of course. Splendid trick that was, truly. I never knew Gobu to be adept at anything besides eating, but you've expanded my horizons. Mayhap I'll partake in the festivities this year after all. Spirit of Hatching Tide is alive in Gridania. Return to Aldemund and tell him of Petey's courageous performances. I mean, we were performing for a, like, crowd of one. This just might work. Oh, all the eggs are gone. Bruh. While Petey's expression is inscrutable, you sense gratitude radiating from her. She seems to have enjoyed herself. Good work, Brillian. Same goes for you, Petey. I could hardly pass around eggs fast enough. Roar! And it looks like Petey managed to conquer her fears. Let's hope these ovations are enough to conquer the essentials. I mean, the essentials probably fine. It's the ul'dah people that you need to be worrying about. There's not a single egg left. Good work spreading the word, Brillian. Grrr. Petey and Pig, is this literally going to be all? Okay. The Royal Central has reached a decision. Although I've been but a bystander in these affairs so far, what I've seen has been truly inspiring. Petey is possessed not only of a kind heart, but the soul of an entertainer as well. I would have her be the main attraction of our stage in ul'dah. On behalf of the Little Ladies' Day Planning Committee, I invite you to our city as an honored guest. Well, I'm not one to decline such an eager invitation. Consider it accepted. But first, I'd best tell Miss Aliapoh that she'll be needing more eggs. Go on to ul'dah. We'll find our own way there before long. Wonderful. Then I shall depart at once and make the stage ready for your arrival. You've helped tremendously already, but there's no denying that Petey has taken a shine to you. Might you watch over her in ul'dah for a while? Just until she becomes accustomed to the crowds. Grrr. Petey appears excited for their next adventure, bringing joy to the hearts of the realms of little ladies. Every stage is different, so it might take a while until Petey finds her footing. But her desire to see people smile can't be doubted. she'll shine brighter than ever, than all the jewels in any merchant's coffers. Yeah, well, not as profitable, though. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and teleport over to ul'dah. Just make it quick. Alright, where is the quest? Oh, right outside. Let's head on out there. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah, this is the usual spot. And this is the stage. Ah, you are arrived. You'll be glad to know I've managed to win over the planning committee with my story of Petey's show. ul'dah's gates will be cast wide for her arrival. If she is amenable to the idea, I would have her be the star attraction on this year's stage. But the first order of the day is to spread the word. If we tell the citizens what we saw in Bent Branch Meadows, it is my hope that we will welcome Petey with open arms. And if her show is a success, then we will have managed a celebration which spans from Gridania to ul'dah, painting smiles upon the faces of all the realm's little ladies and egg fanatics alike. I shall stay here and drum up what interest I can. Brilliant. Pray head to the steps of Fall and do the same. Meet me at the stage afterwards, and together we can shower Petey with applause. Alright, let's head over to the steps of Fall. Let's go ahead and head right through here. Yeah, let's see. Which people are we gonna... Where are we headed? Where do we need to talk to people? Okay, there's actually one in the middle. Hello, citizen. I didn't know gobbies were capable of anything more than mindless eating. Are you sure this show isn't just watching a beast chomping on hay? The crowds of Gridania gave her a standing ovation. So what if it is? You'll still have a chance to see a gobbo up close. That's not going to be very good advertising. Well, when you put it that way. Besides, it's not as if I have aught else to do. Alright, look for me among the crowd. I don't really think I will. Okay, let's head this way. Hello there, distracted citizen. A gobbo performer? Aren't they dangerous? I suppose a friend of mine was raving about the show she saw in Gridania. If it's the very same, I suppose it's worth a look. Ah, she doesn't need any convincing. Let's find the last person. And then rendezvous with the guy. I forget his name. What his title was. Hello, elegant citizen. A gobbo here in ul'dah. That dredges up terrible memories of the rampage I witnessed as a child. How do you know that won't happen again? Well, I'm here for one. Have you seen this gobbo with your own eyes? As a matter of fact, I have. Yes, and she brought countless smiles to the people of Gridania. Yes, and she's as gentle as a tame chocobo. Think either of those would work. Is that so? Well, I see no reason why you would lie to me. Well, except that I've never met you before. Well, that's kind of weird to just trust me on that. Very well, I shall go. Perhaps in this way I can conquer my fears. The time of Petey's performance draws near. Speak to the Royal Seneschal before she takes the stage. Alright, let's head on back. Go ahead and let me check if there's a close one for this. Yeah, this will probably be closer. I mean, it'll be at least a little bit of a shortcut. Oh, she's gotten stage fright. Grrr. This crowd's got my knees shaking. I can't imagine what Petey must be feeling. My thanks, Brilliant. It seems word has spread, even further than I had hoped. And while this is a cause for celebration, Petey appears to be intimidated by their expectant gazes. Grrr. Course, you could just hop on her head and she'd calm down like that. But we can't lean on you forever. Well, good, I'm glad somebody figured that out. Why don't you rally the spirits of some encouraging words, Brilliant? Seems she's warmed to you, and I reckon she'd appreciate whatever you have to say. Okay, go ahead and rally her spirits. You can do it, Gobu. What's her name again? I forget. Petey, that's right. Truth be told, this is her first time performing alone in front of so many people. I can see why her legs won't listen to her heart. Remember how happy you made everyone in Gridania. Don't worry, Petey, I'm right here. Little Lady's Day needs its princess. Now that's just gonna put unnecessary stress. Grrr. That did the trick. You've really got a talent for lifting the spirits of the downtrodden, Brilliant. We are in your debt, truly. It's almost time. Lady Aliapoh should have arrived by now. Brilliant, pray join the bystanders and give Petey your heartiest cheer. The show shall start anon. Go on, join the crowd and lend your voice to the cheers. Your words are like a drop of water on a hot day. I reckon Petey might even like you more than me. Grrr! Petey is ready to take the stage. Join the other bystanders to see what she has in store for ul'dah's little ladies. Alright, stand with the crowd, and I don't actually have a cheer emote like this, so we'll need to, we'll just need to watch like normal. And now for the final act. Bedecked in blooming flowers, this Gobu princess has prepared something unforgettable for all the little ladies out there. This is just how I envisioned it in my dream. And to think, I ever believed Gobus were not but wild beasts. Oh, I simply adore her. If Hatching Tide is even half as thrilling as this show, I'd best catch the next airship to Gridania. All's well that ends well. The little ladies get a great show, and Hatching Tide gets more egg seekers. Their smiles are like so many flowers in full bloom. Petey will be the talk of ul'dah for moons to come. Then that she will. I have to thank you, Miss Aliapoh, for giving us both the chance to bring a little brightness to so many lives. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to everyone and wrap this up. That was really short. Maybe it wasn't. I mean, I've been going for 20-something minutes now. I've left Nanata in charge of the going-on in Gridania. Oh, would that she could see my dream come alive. Grr, grr! Petey appears elated by the crowd's reaction and gazes at the stage longingly. I reckon Petey had the most fun out of everyone here. Thank you, Petey, for bringing joy to the citizens of ul'dah, especially its little ladies. That was better than I could have imagined. Hatching Tide and Little Ladies' Day both will be remembered as the highlights of the year. Couldn't have done it without your help, Brilliant. We'll both be looking back at this experience with fondness for the rest of our lives. Speaking of which, I've got to thinking. Maybe it's time I leave this performance business behind me and let Petey spread her wings. I think she'd be more happy by your side if you'll have her. I mean, if I can just stuff her in my mount collection and never use her, sure. As for me, I haven't in mind to find a place to settle down and rest these old bones. I'd hate to tie Petey down just when she's found her passion. If you bring her along on your adventures, she'll be able to deliver smiles to the corners of the world I've only heard tales of. How could I say no? Oh, you very easily. Are you sure you'd manage without her? Truth be told, I only asked you as a formality. Ha! I know I've placed her in good hands, Brilliant. I look forward to hearing of her exploits as I while the days away. I don't mean to be rude, but I am required in Gridania. No ta. Must know just how perfectly my dream manifested. Give the Lasma our regards, eh? I'll stay here in ul'dah until the festivities end, and who knows, maybe longer. This is not a quiet place you want to settle down for retirement, bro. And with that, allow me to thank you personally, Brilliant. No princess in all the realm could have asked for a more devoted sensual. And that includes Petey. Seeing you dote upon her so dutifully reminded me why I volunteered for this position in the first place. Although Petey's show has concluded, Little Lady's Day has not. Pray enjoy all that we have prepared. And don't be a stranger in Gridania either. Alright, that wraps up the quest. She's Gobule and she's Grace. Okay. The crowd is as lively as I've ever seen it. Would that Petey could be our star every year. I know you and Petey'll have adventures wilder than any I could ever imagine. Make sure to come visit and regale me with your tales, eh? I don't think I'll ever will.